One of our biggest complaints with handhelds and laptops is the fact that the screens are just so small. It's hard to game on them, it's hard to do productivity, but what if we told you there's a way you could turn that one small screen into 3 gigantic screens?
Our friends at Rokid were nice enough to sponsor this video to showcase the Rokid AR Spatial combo, which features the Rokid Max 2 and the Rokid Station 2 to be an all-in-one travel package for massive screens on all your devices, and well, maybe not with a device. You can actually use this as your device, and we're gonna show you exactly what it's all about. We're gonna box everything, give our first impressions, and talk about augmented reality as a whole and how these devices make it to where you can have massive screens in front of you or multiple displays in front of you to really enhance your immersion in your devices. So let's not waste any more time. Let's unbox the Rokid Max 2, see what it's all about, and plug it up to the Station 2 and dive into some testing.
Rokid, as seen on Tonight Show.
I see on Tonight Show with Linus Tech Tips, yeah, you know, it's that
Who's
big
the
of a
other
deal.
guy? Jimmy Fallon? Jimmy Kimmel?
Who was it? Which show was Linus on? The late show, is it? Either way, we're recording this, we're just gonna keep running with it. But what we do know is Rokid was founded in 2014 and started mass producing consumer AR glasses in 2020. The Rokid AR Spatial is a 3rd-gen product, and in 2025, Rokid showcased its products at CES. And the goal for Rokid is to build its own ecosystem and lead the artificial reality industry. These right here are the Rokid Max 2s, which are the actual glasses we'll be using. Now, these glasses are augmented reality glasses, meaning it's going to put screens and things inside your reality. So when you put them on, you'll look around, you'll be able to see everything you want to see, but then you'll see a massive screen off in the distance. And these do work with USB-C video out, so you can use this not with just the Station 2. You can use it with all your devices like a Switch, or I know people use it with Steam Decks and other handhelds and laptops to where you have a small screen, you want to make it bigger, that's what these are for. Now I want to show you what it's like to own these glasses, but there's a catch. When we talk about size and scale of images on the glasses, they don't quite come through on video. Not to mention, we can't keep our heads still to save our lives. What you're currently seeing is an in-glasses recording of a 300-inch screen. While for me, it looks awesome, it's hard to share that experience over video on YouTube. So when you see an image shot like this, just know this is as close as we can get to the real-life experience. Because these are augmented reality glasses, not VR.
Yeah, don't get confused with virtual reality. That's the, giant bulky headsets where it blocks out everything. You best not be on the go wearing a VR headset. But that's like what Matt was saying is cool about these, is they kind of look like normal glasses, so you can just wear them and be out in public and not be really embarrassed.
I will say, this is a crazy hard
Yeah,
case.
it's very good.
Very durable. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what they look like. So here are the glasses, which the big selling point I know Rokid has with these is compared to other augmented reality solutions like the Apple Vision Pro that are massive, almost like VR-like headsets. These are technically glasses. I will say though, they still have a bit of bulk to them. They're not super small, but they are 75 grams. So if you are looking for something that is more of a natural glasses solution, here I am. I'm wearing glasses. I will say though, I think these are actually using, I'll have to check. I remember seeing on the review guide, they have a mode where you can put a blackout mode so you can make them more of a VR experience. So this will go over top of it to where it blacks out your entire environment, then all you see are the screens.
Yeah, no, that literally, okay. I was like, that makes more sense.
There we go, I can actually see
Looks a little
Jonah
more
now. Nice. So again, 75 grams. We have two 1200p micro OLED displays on this, which right now they are off, so I can't really tell what's going on here, but there's a lot of different points for adjustment with these. You can try them on real quick.
I see that they sent us an extra nose piece as well.
I feel like that's always the biggest downside with like these AR and VR stuff, is just getting the comfort on the first fit.
I mean, honestly, they're pretty comfy. and I'm not saying that as like a shill. I mean, they actually feel pretty good.
He's not saying as a show, guys.
Good morning, Night City!
One other feature is this does support up to 120 hertz as well. So if you're using a device that would output the FPS required, you can have a really smooth gaming experience with a massive display, up to a 300-inch display on these, which we will show you guys when we get to testing.
Null pointer, runner. Stevens, agent. Simon, a runner. Freeman, 713.
Now in terms of plugging everything up, we have this cord right here, which again, we're not at the future yet where all this is wireless. Hoping in the future with Rokid and their advancements, they can make this wireless, it'd be really cool. Basically, you just plug up this one cable right here. Here's the USB-C that can be plugged into a bunch of different devices. But in our case, we're gonna be using the Rokid Station 2, which comes with, I can't believe this is the name of the operating system, Yoda OS. Shout out Yoda OS. So we got Yoda OS here on this little device, and you might be wondering, well, what exactly is this? Well, basically, it replaces almost like a smartphone, has its own operating system built in, and allows you to plug up the Max 2s to this device and use it as the powering and usability of the device. It looks like a phone without a screen. It's the simple way to put it, but it is a giant touchpad surface that once it's plugged up to the Max 2s, you're able to see the whole operating system that is baked into this. So you can actually use them without needing a phone or another device. Here, as you can see, we have the plug-in options where we can use the device and have it all set up ready to go. We have, I'm assuming, a volume knob and a home button and a menu button, and I'm gonna assume the power button right here. So obviously when I turn this on, I'm not gonna see anything. We should probably just plug this up and see if it has a charge. So here is the plug-in option. There's also a charging port as well on the bottom. Oh, there we go, got something. It's turned on, so let's see if you get to display.
The light up here too. I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, so you should be able to use this, which we'll get some good footage. There is a built-in screen recorder with this software. We'll try to get some footage after the fact of being able to show what it actually looks like from Jackson's point of view. But just tell me how intuitive this is, or lack thereof.
All right, so this is just kind of like a touchpad like a laptop would have. You guys hear it telling me things?
Yeah.
And I will say, without a keyboard, it's all right. I mean, it's surprisingly responsive though, and when you move the cursor around, it doesn't like lose its spot, which is nice.
So yeah, with the operating system Yoda OS, you should be able to swap between multiple apps. I'm assuming it's using like an Android interface, or can you really tell specifically?
I can't tell yet. You know what it kind of, it looks like, it reminds me of Nintendo.
Nintendo-esque, okay. So it is, I'm assuming it's probably an Android-built operating system. Again, that may get changed or corrected based on what you guys at home will have to say, but Android-based operating system, you can load up different apps, you can get everything going. You can have up to 3 screens at the same time, and again, with this device, you don't have to have some other device to use it.
All right, okay, we're in the interface. I see a panda.
Nice.
A panda. It's blinking, yeah, it blinks at me.
All right, so the biggest thing is
Google Play.
Google Play. So Android, there you go. So you can probably install Google Play apps. I saw people play different games. You can sync up like Bluetooth controllers to this. So if you want to play like mobile games that can use a controller, you can play that as well. I saw they had a collaboration with GameSir for a Rokid specific controller that they were selling with these. I don't know if they sell them anymore, but that is something that you can get as well. But any Bluetooth controller will work with this device. The fact we have no idea what's happening in his face, he's just like I have no idea what he's seeing.
So you guys can't see screens at all, right?
No, we see nothing. Okay, so this is our first look at what Jackson is looking at.
And check it out. I can just walk around. Still watching it.
Just watching a YouTube video, Toy Story's YouTube video.
You can't even tell I'm watching a video right now, can you?
Can't even tell. What is he doing?
There's nothing over here.
There's nothing there, Jackson. What are you seeing?
Matt. I see Matt.
You see me? Okay, I'm watching an ad spot. Let's skip through that real quick. But am I in the theater mode right now? Let's see. So we'll pause that video. Let's go here. We're in multi-window. So theater, I think, just makes an exclusive big screen mode. So we'll go full screen here. And, okay. Okay, is this the beach you were talking about?
When you record, you're in the beach.
I mean, is it the beach, though? I see like I'm on like a... It's like I'm in like a fresh Airbnb.
Do you not have an ocean next to you?
Yeah, I don't see the sand though, but it's a beach. But yes, it's kind of cool. I mean, it definitely is an immersive setup. And oh, you know what I think we're being kind of dumb about some stuff here. 1 second. We'll be back.
So now that we spent a little more time with the Rokid AR glasses, we finally think we've learned what we need to know and we can actually fully utilize these AR glasses.
Now, I did take this home with me just to give, a little more use with it, to learn more about it and how everything works. And when it comes to using the Rokid Station 2 with the Rokid Air Max 2 glasses, it's a very user-friendly experience when it comes to doing things like multitasking through multi-window. I was actually able to get some games working as well, which I was getting Jackson to try here, because I was able to pair a Bluetooth controller to the Station 2 to play games like COD Mobile, which that's my first time experiencing COD Mobile, and it is quite a game, actually. Kind of funny and not really Rokid's fault. When you launch COD Mobile, there's a tutorial mode that you have to beat, but in the top left corner it says you can't use a controller until you beat it. So I had to do the whole controller, like the whole tutorial using this.
What do they want you to use?
I don't know. I'm assuming they assume you're using like a phone, so you can just use the normal controls like that, but I'm just like having to aim with they literally give you a sniper and say snipe this person. I'm just like, okay. Anyways, if you want to put those on and make sure everything is good to go, you'll see that I did download a bunch of apps. You can download stuff like TikTok, everything, pretty much anything you get from the Google Play Store, you can download on this device. And once you get the controller synced up via Bluetooth, which we are using like an easy SMX controller, it works great with it. You're easily able to play games that have controller support on Android. All right, I'm gonna turn this on. Let's see if it connects automatically.
All right, so desktops apps, so we have PUBG Mobile, and I want to try Call of Duty.
Yeah, try Call of Duty. So that should be synced up. It looked like it
Should
did
just auto
sync
go?
in.
Okay. Now, I know, and you did find out when we record using this, it does lower the FPS and stuff.
It does lower the FPS a little bit, so the recording you're seeing and also the gameplay Jackson experiencing is a little bit less with the built-in recorder, but it's way easier for you guys to see what's actually happening versus when we guys show you some of the other devices you can use the Air Maxes 2 on. We won't have a real clean way to record it. It's all going to be kind of simulated.
I will say the sound's not bad on these at all. I think we're only at like 80% volume too. You know, you were talking about laying next to like your significant other, and I'm like, if you had the volume this loud, they might hear.
Yeah, the one thing when we talk about like the ROG Ally, which is what we're going to be testing with for like our external device that's not using the Station 2, you can actually use different headphones if you want to basically use headphones out of the device and then have that, so you don't have to use the audio that's coming out of there. But the idea of gaming, just laying in bed, is actually pretty cool. We'll talk about that later. All right, so Jackson's playing some COD.
You guys can see I am recording right now, so it is making the gameplay a little bit more laggy, but I think I'm finding out that I might need to go pro in COD Mobile, because I'm kind of lightweight frying, but we're on some Nuketown. We are using the full screen theatric mode, and I actually have it set to movement. So what that means is I can do this. I can look around, and the screen follows me, which is really cool. So instead of looking off the screen and having to like get that positioning just right, I can just move my head around. I could walk outside and touch grass while I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile.
One important thing to mention while Jackson is playing is that with these glasses, you have myopia adjustment, which allows you to fix the lenses specifically where it works for your eyes. So let's say you wear glasses. I know a lot of people who wear glasses have a very specific prescription. They're not able to use these glasses because they're not able to use older versions of these glasses because you wouldn't be able to see, well, clearly it would be very blurry because it's not adjusted to your prescription, but with the built-in functionality, you can make it work for you.
Yeah, and of course, like, you know, everyone has a different like pupil distance and everything too, so that's pretty cool. I wear prescription glasses, and I mean, this is pretty crystal clear for me, especially since the screens are pretty darn close. Dude, I don't even need to get headshots, dude.
But while Jackson is frying in Call of Duty, that pretty much wraps up the Station 2 portion of the video. I mean, you get gaming, you can use the Google Play Store, you get multitasking and multi-windows. Jackson had multiple games up at one point. You can do so many different things with the Station 2 if you just want an all-in-one package. But what I really like about it is plugging it up to a gaming handheld, which will show you guys basically a simulation of how that works with the ROG Ally and how plug and play it can be, especially when using something like SteamOS on that. And then that'll be our way to conclude this video and give our overall experience with this device. All right, so maybe you don't want the Station 2, which again is a cool add-on that you can get with the actual glasses. Maybe you have a gaming handheld like this, the ROG Ally X. I do have SteamOS installed in here. I will say it's a little more complicated to get set up in Windows versus SteamOS. The same thing with the Steam Deck. It's actually really plug and play. You just plug it in, it pops up a display, disables the main display to where now Jackson has a pretty nice sized display that he can sit there and game on, and also have the audio coming out of the glasses.
Dude, now that I figured out I have grenades, I think I can beat all these levels.
So yeah, there's not a real easy way for us to show you guys the gameplay he's doing right now because there's no built-in capture functionality, but I will say using a device like this, it looks really good. It gives you that big screen, you get nice visual quality, you can also put the blackout mode as well to really immerse yourself, and I know we were talking off camera, the really cool way you could use this is in a scenario where, hey, maybe you want to game in bed, use some headphones in while your significant other is sleeping, you could just lay there, look up to the ceiling and have a massive screen gaming on a handheld, and you won't disrupt anybody. So that's a cool use case for this. I know a lot of busy people do use these as a way to just kind of sneakily get in some gaming.
Oh yeah, yeah, and especially like, you know, on a flight, you want to go to a park, touch some grass. You could be gaming while you touch grass.
You could be touching all sorts of grass. And then it's not exclusive to just the ROG Ally X. Again, the Steam Deck, you can also use a laptop as well. If you want to have an extra display, you can plug it into a MacBook and have an extra monitor right above your display, which again gives you more functionality. And yeah, you don't necessarily need the Station 2 to fully take advantage of the augmented reality that these glasses offer. I think the easiest way to take advantage of these glasses is that with a 300-inch display, you get a movie theater-like experience without leaving your house or even on an airplane. With apps like Netflix, you can enjoy shows at a scale that truly suits them.
So guys, we took a look at the Rokid Max 2 and the Station 2, and I gotta say, this is a very cool and unique device. I mean, there's definitely always advancements in AR and VR technology, and I think we're definitely reaching a point where things are going to start to get pretty realistic.
And when comparing to the, well, top tier AR offerings on the market with things like Apple Vision Pro, which can be thousands of dollars, this is a pretty good entry price for those wanting to get into augmented reality without totally breaking the bank. So whether you want to get the AR Spatial combo with both the Max 2 and the Station 2, you can use our link down below to save a bit of money with our discount code and get that, or you can just get the glasses and plug it up to your Steam Deck, handheld, or laptop and get a really cool augmented reality experience. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of AR in the future of this technology. Is it advancing quickly enough to where you guys want to get in on it? Let us know in the comments down below.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, if you want a device to power your AR or VR experience, check out PCBros.tech because we are pretty good at that VR stuff.
PCBros.tech, we sell gaming PCs, gaming laptops that would work with this, and sometimes handhelds that you can get to, well, upgrade your gaming experience. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.